Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Rowan. I'm a librarian. I am a pagan Unitarian witch. I am a beauty enthusiast. I am an advocate for the LGBTQ plus community. I love finding ways to intersect all of those interests. One of the things I talk a lot about on my channel is the intersection of beauty and magic and how we can imbue magic into so many different parts of our daily lives. I also talk a lot about self-care as resilience and resistance and fortitude for continuing on with the hard work that we have ahead of us. If any or all of those things sound interesting to you, please hit subscribe and like. I would love to grow this community of like-minded people, and let's get into it. Today's video, I am going to take you on a little storytelling. As you know, librarians, that's something we do. Grab your tea. Today I have Magic Hours pumpkin spice. I love that they come in this like gorgeous apothecary jar, and it smells so good and tastes so good. Sit back, relax, and come with me back to last Thursday when I had the day off of work for a doctor's appointment and then some family festivities for my partner's birthday. I woke up in the morning, I went outside to my car, and everything looked fine as far as I could tell. I got in, I started it up, and I had a low tire pressure warning. So I got out and I looked at the tire and I could see that it was low, but it wasn't low enough that I wouldn't drive on it, and I had a doctor's appointment. And so I drove with the tire the way it was to the doctor. After that, I went to the tire shop to get the tire fixed. And as they were fixing that tire, they found that there was a nail that was causing it, and that there was a matching nail in the opposite tire. And so we ordered another tire, and I went back the next day and got the tire replaced. And throughout that, I was wondering, like, what have I done to offend Hermes? Those of you who know me know I have a Hermes tattoo on my ankle. I take my devotion pretty seriously there. Clearly, I've been missing the mark, or he has a message for me. Either way, I need to put some intention into that deity and that energy right now. And so I was thinking, what other ways besides when I'm driving can I incorporate some Hermes focus? And because I do these videos, I thought that I would look into what scents are sacred to Hermes. What I have discovered through some looking around is that lavender, strawberry, frankincense, and ink on parchment are all sacred to Hermes. And so I went on to Fragrantica, which is a website for fragrance enthusiasts, and it lists many, many, many perfumes and their notes. And so I just went, they have a section where you can pick out just a note. And so I went and I found everything with a note of lavender and strawberry, etc. And then I went through my collection and found what I already have, because something that is important to me in my use of makeup and beauty things is finding the things that I already have and finding ways to use them. And so I'm going to go over some fragrances that I have that are sacred to Hermes, and these are going to go on my perfume tray for March, and I will shoot a video later that puts the rest of the tray together. But I wanted to intentionally focus these for Hermes and share this as an insight into ways that you can focus on a deity in your daily ritual life as well. And so to start us off with is lavender. To start with, I cannot find it right now, but I know I have it. It might be at work because sometimes I have some scents at work, but YSL Lieb has a lavender note in it. And so that, when I find it, will go on my fragrance tray. Next is Lavender Cloud from Being Frenchy. And this is a really nice, like, I get a sea salt note. I don't know if it has sea salt, but it's this really just soft, enveloping, light lavender. It's not overly floral. It's really nice. And that is the scent that I'm wearing today to try to pull in some of that devotion to Hermes and open some reciprocal communication there of what I might be needing to pay attention to, because sometimes when it feels like a god is trying to get your attention, you want to pay attention as soon as possible. And then I have a lavender oil, a lavender essential oil, and this is something that I can mix into my bath. I can put in my hair. I can mix under another perfume, or I can just use on its own. And so essential oils are nice ways to supplement your fragrance collection, especially if you're wanting to do magical workings with them. The next note was strawberry. I didn't find a lot in my collection that is strawberry because I don't typically care for scents that are overly fruity, but I do have a few notes. So one of them is Burberry Her. I have this little travel that my daughter got me for birthday this year, and it is a sweet gourmand, but not super edible gourmand, just enough strawberries and cream to feel fruity, but not enough that I feel like an ice cream when I'm eating it. I mean, when I'm an ice cream sundae when I'm wearing it. And then the other one is Kayali Bougie Marshmallow, which is a marshmallow note that has some strawberry undertone. So it's a nice gourmand that has a lot of that sweetness and just a little hint of strawberry for like freshness. So that's really nice. And so both of those will go on my tray this month. And then the next note is frankincense, which is also called in perfumery olibanum. This is one that I had several for. One of them is YSL's Baby Cat. So I have a little decant of Baby Cat because it's impossible to find right now. Although I covet it and absolutely love it. And so I'll really enjoy wearing this month. And it's got this really, there's just a moment when it's on your skin where I'm sure it's subliminal messaging, subliminal work going on, but it smells like a kitten head. It's just so soft and fluffy and just a little spicy. It's so wonderful. I love this fragrance. I hope someday to find a full bottle that's within a reasonable price. It's not available in the US right now, and so it's a little hard to find. I got this little decant on Etsy. And then the next is Le Labo Eucalyptus 20. I went to the Le Labo store in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and I did get a sample of the Eucalyptus 20. And then another one from Le Labo also is Vetiver 46. And so both of those have that frankincense note in them. They're both very clean, fresh fragrances. So those will be nice coming up in the spring, which spring in my part of California is a lot like summer in a lot of the world. So already we're moving into these fresher spring, almost going into summer fragrances. And so those two are going to do really well this month. And then with, again, essential oils, I have a frankincense essential oil. It's a nice light frankincense. It's not too sharp. Some frankincense essential oils can be a little sharp for me, but this one is softer, which I really appreciate. And I think that I can definitely layer that with some things, or just wear frankincense. Wearing frankincense and myrrh, frankincense and amber, frankincense and sandalwood is kind of a vibe that I enjoy anyhow. And then the last was ink on parchment, and I don't have anything with an ink note, but what I do have is La Papier by Diptyque, and this is meant to replicate a paper. It's got notes of sesame. It's kind of a skin scent. You put it on and it does, like, you can tell someone's wearing perfume but not wearing perfume, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just really light and skin-like, and maybe you would think that someone just smells this way, or that they just are wearing like their shower products. It's a very light, fresh fragrance with just a little bit of creamy richness. So that's everything that I have that has notes in it that I can kind of associate with Hermes, and that I can kind of bring in that intentionality when I am putting on my fragrance for the day, or as I like to say, when I'm anointing myself for the day. Let me know if there are any other deities that you want to know about. I'm sure I will do some in the future, just as, you know, as the spirit calls me. But I would love to know if there's any ones that you want to know particularly about, or if you have any fragrances that have lavender, strawberry, frankincense, or especially ink on parchment that you think are really good. Please share those with me, and I will catch you in my next video. Have a good day. Thank you, friends. Remember that joy is resistance, trans joy is resistance, queer joy is resistance, black joy is resistance. Make sure that you are taking the best care of yourself so that you can foster the resilience that you need to resist everything that's happening in the world and fortify yourself. I'll see you in the next one.